Ladies and gentlemen, are you protesting Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch by blowing up 12 packs of freaking Bud Light? It's hilarious. I thought the Kid Rock video with the freaking MP5 or whatever he had, just blowing up the things, running them over with your monster trucks. I'm not drink Bud Light no more. First of all, if you're drinking Bud Light, it's kind of wuss. It's kind of pussy, man. At least drink the regular Budweiser. The problem is, guys, all these people that are protesting Anheuser-Busch don't realize that they're one of like two companies that own like all the beer. So you pretty much have to give up drinking beer, period. If you're gonna, hey, I gave up drinking Bud Light. Guess what? They own the rest of the beer out there and shit. So unless you're planning on going like international with it, pretty much you're screwed and whatnot. But hey, they have the right to do it. I believe in protest. If you don't want to give the company your money, don't do it. They have the right to do it. Just don't hurt people. Just don't hurt people or affect people's livelihoods and stuff. And you want to give up beer, because I really don't drink. I'm not an alcohol drinker. Go for it. It's hilarious videos, and I'm loving the memes. If you are a beer drinker, you probably haven't switched the brand that you drink for a while. Change it up. Get some new shit. Go White Claw with it. Go international. Go Heineken. Go freaking Stella Artois or whatever and shit. Go Red Stripe. Go Jamaica, man. We go to the little tiny beer. Do that shit. Change it up. Why not? Listen, like I said, you have the right to vote with your dollar and shit. Just like protest Disney. You can't stand Star Wars and Marvel and shit. Don't see the movies. Or pay to see another movie and sneak into the freaking Marvel and Disney one if you want to see it and shit. If a company's not giving you the product you want, and there are other options out there, then take the other options. That's it. Protest with your dollar. Stop buying the freaking shit. If you keep buying the Budweiser, Bud Light, they're just going to keep making it. And they're not going to give it that shit because they're not affecting their bottom line. If you ain't affecting the bottom line, they're not going to change. And if you don't like the trans activist guy being the spokesperson for Bud, being the spokesperson, then just don't buy Bud Light anymore. That's fine. Blow it up on the internet too. It's hilarious and shit. Buy Coors. In fact, write to the other beer companies and have them bring back hot chicks as the spokespeople, because they'll probably willing to do it. Because if they see Budweiser, Anheuser struggling with sales, they're like, you know what we need to do? We need some freaking hot ass blondes in freaking American red flag bikinis and shit. Promoting our beer like back in the 80s and 90s, what Budweiser used to do and shit. But they made a choice. It's like Nike made a choice to stand by the trans person and whatnot, sponsoring their stuff, and a whole bunch of people are boycotting Nike. Problem is, a lot of people are still going to buy Jordans and shit. A lot of people are going to buy Air Maxes and freaking whatnot from Nike, and they're not going to stop because we're programmed to. It's the same thing of Apple. You found out that Apple has slaves building their phones. Are you going to give up using an iPhone? No. You're going to get the next iPhone when it comes out next year with a slightly better camera. It's got 9 lenses on the back this year. We've done so much to improve it. No, you really haven't. It's the same shit. I don't think people realize that Anheuser-Busch isn't just Budweiser and Bud Light. They own a lot. These are just like the names that people are like familiar with. You didn't realize Michelob was part of that and whatnot and stuff like that. And they got like 20 other ones for some names that I've never even heard of, man. So they got their hands deep in the alcohol game and the bar game or whatnot. And like they're telling you it's them and like another company own all the beer. So unless America's gonna go prohibition dry, shit, you giving up Bud Light ain't gonna make a difference and shit. They still gonna pay this trans dude to do this shit because this is where we're at in America right now, man. Companies will jump on the latest. Remember Colin Kaepernick when he was hot shit? Everybody jumped on that. All the companies jumped on the sports teams' names with the Indians and the Redskins, and they made them change that shit. Remember Black Lives Matter was hot for that one summer, and all the companies got it. This is what the big companies do. They will jump on the latest, hottest trend because activists run these fucking places and shit. You ain't gonna change shit, but do it anyway. Like, you think 9-to-5 dudes that work the shittiest jobs in the world are giving up beer? They'll give it up for a week and shit. Kid Rock can give it up because Kid Rock's rich. He can probably brew his own shit, his own moonshine in his backyard or whatnot. That's probably what he does. That's why he doesn't give a shit about lighting up some Bud Light with some freaking assault rifles and shit. You think some ghetto motherfuckers are gonna give that shit? It's like giving up cigarettes and shit. They ain't gonna give that up. You think rednecks in the middle of the country where there's nothing to freaking do except shoot bottles off a fence are gonna give up beer? They're not gonna give it up and shit. Switch over to wine. Hey, the chicks do it. Why not, man? Switch over to wine. Switch over to White Claw. Switch over to fucking some other shit, I guess. And you're going to do it for what? A week? Just like people go on diets for like, what, a week or two and shit? They go to that rabbit starvation shit. They do the juice cleanse for about a week or two, and they hate their lives, and they go right back to the old shit. The shit that they've been used to doing for the last 30 years of their life. Motherfuckers ain't giving up this beer for more than a couple months, at least. Because, like I said, I support protesting shit. If you don't support a company's ideals and stuff, don't buy their shit. I completely support it. I just don't think the majority of the time this protest shit actually works for this kind of stuff. Sorry, there's just a handful of companies that own everything and shit. And if you think you're just going to jump to something else, that same company probably owns the thing you're trying to jump to. I'm sorry. It's just like, hey, man, we changed the name from the Cleveland Indians to the Cleveland Guardians. Is that better? No, that name sucks and the logo sucks. And I want to go back to Chief Oahu and shit. That's my team. I'm sorry. I know the Redskins was a derogatory thing towards some Native Americans, but the Commanders ain't shit. They changed the name from like these ROK logos to these bullshit ones, and they're trash. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. So listen, protesting is nice. It's a great idea. It's part of the American Constitution. It's our right to do it. It's how we got free from the British. But does it really make a difference in the long run? Nah, it's some old bullshit for the most part. So sorry about that, y'all.